We're talking about the black eye, and I told you that I love a good Friday fight night, and I couldn't wait to see what next Friday brings. Well, it's almost here, baby. And Alonia is causing a fucking scene. Some of you said you couldn't wait till Friday after next. And baby, I can't either. Because if Alonia continues to flex, can I just say I'm having so much fun today? And by the way, out on bail, Steve Bannon is over there trying to play, calling for Alonia Muskrat to be sent back to Africa today. That's right. We have one faction of MAGA over there in the streets of Twada today saying that Alonia's visa expired and was never renewed correctly. And, well, that dude shouldn't even be here. He needs to be deported expeditiously. It's funny, isn't it, Alonia Muskrat? You went on a campaign and talked about free speech, and the minute you said something that didn't fly with the orange guy, now they're all calling for you to be put on a plane and deported somewhere else out of this land that you're not really a citizen here. They're calling for all of your government contracts to be cut up and shredded. They're calling you a drug addict, unstable. Now can you see, Alonia, who you might be when you decided to join that fascist regime? Baby, I can't wait to see what Daddy has to say when the clock strikes 12 and it's officially Friday. He does love to take to his not-so-true socials late at night to try to pick a fight. And I agree with those who said
Africa, where he came from. It didn't take long for them to pull that card. They're saying that he's an illegal immigrant, and his money is the only reason why he's even here. Steve Bannon called him a parasitic illegal immigrant. And that's the chief of strategists for the White House. That's this guy right here. And so he's saying to Donald Trump, you need to deport Elon. He does not belong here. He's illegal. But even in other news, they're calling for Elon Musk to apologize. And Elon Musk says that he will apologize when Trump releases the full dump of the Epstein files. Now, we've seen this script before, guys. We've seen it. Vince McMahon is Elon Musk and Donald Trump is himself back in 2008. And y'all remember this script, right? Donald Trump won in the end. He ended up shaving Vince McMahon's head, as you can see here. Look at this. It's a show. It's a show. Welcome to the spectacle. Welcome to the show. Give them their bread.
He's got Trump's back in this feud with Elon, and he wants Elon out of the country, that is. Bannon's been pretty vocal about his dislike for Elon in the past. He's called him a man-child and even said he was truly evil. Ouch. And now on his War Room podcast on Thursday night, he really let loose. First, he called Elon a know-it-all, and then he suggested that Trump should investigate Elon's immigration status and deport him. That's not all he said. He went further, saying that if Elon, quote, threatens to take one of the big programs out of SpaceX, President Trump should sign an executive order calling for the Defense Production Act to be called in on SpaceX and seize SpaceX tonight before midnight. And for those who don't know what the Defense Production Act is, it's a Korean War-era law that lets the president prioritize contracts crucial for the national defense. But the president doesn't actually have the power to seize private companies like SpaceX. And what SpaceX currently does is shuttle astronauts to and from the International Space Station. Bannon also told the New York Times that Trump's team should dig into Elon's drug use and strip him of his security clearance and federal contracts. Elon's got about 100 contracts with 17 different federal agencies, and those are worth billions. Okay, but can Elon really be deported? Well, he's been a U.S. citizen for over 20 years, so the short answer there is no. U.S. immigration law does not allow for that. But there's been reports about his immigration status during the early years of his career. So apparently, Elon enrolled in Stanford to get a student visa and dropped out 2 days after to take part in a startup. Student visas limit the amount of work that you can do and usually need approval from either a school or the government. Now, Elon's denied all of this, but legal experts say that if he did lie during his naturalization process, he could lose his...
Between Donald Trump and Elon Musk only get crazier and crazier as the most disastrous, destructive, and let's be real, delicious political civil war we have ever seen within the MAGA movement continues to play out before us. Donald Trump said he would take away Elon's government contracts. Elon went public over Donald Trump's involvement with Jeffrey Epstein, then said he should be impeached for it. And now Donald Trump is responding with the most shocking threat yet deportation. We are going to get into it all, but before we do, if I could quickly ask you to leave a like on this video, and if you haven't already and you enjoy our channel, to hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way, and it really does mean a lot to me. Now, before we can get into this latest threat against Musk, this deportation threat, I want some context in the latest to come back to as we discuss Elon Musk calling out and going public with this attack on Donald Trump's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. These people knew these disgusting things about each other from the start. Elon knew he could buy Donald Trump, and Donald Trump knew that Elon was corrupt in the same way that Elon knew that Donald Trump had a relationship with Jeffrey Epstein that was keeping him from releasing a file he claimed to care about. These are not good people. We obviously know that. They're just exposing how bad they are individually and showing the most dark and angry parts of themselves and just what is such a beautiful catastrophe. And the latest example from one of Donald Trump's top advisors shows how heated and potentially legally volatile this will get. Take a look at what Steve Bannon is now saying about what should happen to Elon Musk. A new report reveals Donald Trump's top aide and advisor, Steve Bannon, is now calling for Elon Musk to be deported. Elon Musk said that Donald Trump should be impeached over the big, beautiful bill and replaced with J.D. Vance. And I don't even think it's just over the big, beautiful bill at this point. I think it is for a whole host of reasons that Elon, as he continues to unravel, will shed more light on. We're about to get the closest and most chaotic look at the corruption and criminality in this administration because of this civil war that we ever could have expected. But it continues, for this current moment, to be focused on Trump's relationship with Epstein. Just look at what Elon Musk posted minutes ago as this all unravels. In his second post about Trump's relationship to Epstein, Elon shared this video from MSNBC on Twitter that I want to take a look at right here. One, he has a relationship with Ghislaine Maxwell and probably did with Epstein as well, but Elon isn't saying he discovered all of this today. So you willingly hid this information about Donald Trump just because it meant your company's getting billions of dollars. You're admitting to that. Sure, it's fun to watch them attack each other, but you're really continuing to destroy your own reputation as well. And it's funny because Elon clearly knows this is the most damaging point for Donald Trump and MAGA. It's why we're seeing so many turn on Trump actively right now. If you go to Truth Social and scroll the responses to his tweets about Elon, people are furious. But it is important to keep in mind that what we really need to focus on, of course, is what started all of this, Donald Trump's budget.
One person had the influence that Musk did, both as a campaign donor and then as a member of Trump's administration here. And the clout, his fortune gave Trump, the sort of that threat, don't challenge me. I have this guy's deep pockets supporting me in the background. And yet here it goes. It blows up, and doesn't just blow up, it blows up spectacularly.
But that's always how it was going to go, right? I mean, I know you and I talked to people close to the administration on Capitol Hill, and many of them were forecasting that this was not a question of if the breakup would happen, it was when. And of course, now we see that we're at that moment. The idea that it's so public, that it's literally playing out on their dueling social media platforms, it almost feels like if you wrote it, it would be too cute. But that's exactly how it's going. And I think one person asked me yesterday, as I was texting my sources, what could get worse than this? And I think we know that there's always a deeper floor here. I don't think that we've hit rock bottom, though certainly the allegations that are being cast about are absolutely jaw-dropping and stunning. But at the same time, there's also an open question legislatively here of what does this mean for a massive bill that is going to have big impacts on Americans? We're talking about healthcare. We're talking about food assistance programs. And so as much as this is entertaining, and it very much is, and the internet understood the assignment yesterday. They came up in the clutch. At the same time, I think it's also important to remember a lot of people's lives are at stake here from a government policy perspective, and these are guys that are quarreling over electric vehicle mandates. And yeah, look, I mean, I finally get a chance to do what you guys always do. I hate my ex. I mean, this is the headline of the New York Post. I mean, you're holding a paper that has just a...
Target and punish those who disagree with him or refuse to bend to his will. He calls these Americans the enemy within and says that he would use the American military to go after American citizens. Journalists whose stories he doesn't like. Nonpartisan election officials who refuse to cheat by finding a few extra votes for him. Judges who insist on following the law instead of following him. It is for reasons like these that General Mark Milley.
Is President Donald J. Trump going to go so far with his relationship beef with, with Elon Musk that he's going to get him deported? Or is Elon going to go so far with his public beef with President Donald J. Trump that he's going to knock him off X? Or how about this? He does that, but then Trump gets more power and forces Elon to change X back to Twitter. And he does that, but then he takes away Trump's blue check mark. This is like the most random feud of all time. Like, it was good like a week ago. What happened? What happened, baby? What happened to the relationship? Oh, man. Trump just came on TV. He's like, you know something? Breaking news. Elon and I have ended our friendship. It's like Batman and Superman, but 10 times worse. And we're no longer friends.
Deported? No. Will his government subsidies be canceled? Yes! Does Trump finally see that Elon Musk was not good for him? Not good for the country? Yes. Will Elon Musk move out of the country? Yes. Is SpaceX gonna go bankrupt? Yes. Is Tesla gonna be bankrupt? Yes. Will that happen this year? No. Next year? Yes? Does witchcraft work or does witchcraft work?
According to the New York Times Tyler page, Stephen Bannon, who went from being Trump's 2016 campaign chairman to Trump's official White House chief strategist during his term, wants his former boss to send the world's richest man back to Africa. The MAGA podcaster told the Times that he was convinced that Musk's immigration status should be scrutinized, saying, and I quote, "They should initiate a formal investigation of his immigration status because I am of the strong belief that he is an illegal alien and he should be deported from the country immediately." Keep in mind that we just got an influx of white African refugees because apparently in South Africa, where Elon Musk is from, there is currently an unaliving, a massacre going on of white African farmers. What do you think those people would do if a white Elon Musk is to get deported to South Africa? Do you think the Trump administration should follow through or let Elon Musk's pity party calm down a bit? Let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to hit that follow button for your daily update.
We have breaking news right now. Donald Trump's former senior advisor, Steve Bannon, says he will be advising Donald Trump to conduct investigations into Elon Musk and to deport Elon Musk from the country because Steve Bannon believes that Elon Musk is an illegal immigrant. Steve Bannon just got off the phone with the New York Times and he said, quote, "They should initiate a formal investigation of his immigration status because I am of the strong belief that he is an illegal alien and he should be deported from the country immediately." Bannon said he will be advising the president to cancel all of Elon Musk's contracts, launch several investigations into Elon Musk, and begin deportation proceedings of Elon Musk. I can't make this up. I'm not messing with you. This is real, and this is happening right now in real time. So spread the word. I'm sure there'll be more coming soon. Follow along for all the news you need to know about, and please consider supporting my work. Go subscribe to my Substack today. Click the link in my bio. Please consider doing that. because it's only getting worse.
So now what? We want to deport Elon Musk? What happened with giving asylum to South Africans of white descent looking for asylum? Does he not qualify that for you guys? Things are getting spicy. I love it.
Thank you for watching Great Minds Blacks.